Okay, so today we're diving deep into the federal Lifeline program. Specifically, we're looking at Tag Mobile, one of the big providers in that space.
Yeah, and the Lifeline concept itself is, well, it's pretty brilliant on paper, right? Free phones, free service for low-income Americans in, what, 19 states now? Helps people stay connected.
Absolutely essential. It's FCC approved, been around since '99, aimed at folks on SNFP, Medicaid, SSI, the basics.
Exactly. But what we found digging through the sources is this kind of paradox. You have this great idea, but then you have Tag Mobile's actual execution, which,
Huh.
well, some reviews basically describe it as speed running the destruction of customer trust.
That's a strong way to put it. And the numbers seem to back that up, unfortunately. We're seeing a really rough 1.5-star rating on PISC Consumer, and that's from over 200 reviews.
Ouch. Yeah, and if you look over at the Better Business Bureau, it's an F rating. An F.
An F.
Wow. And what's really telling there, the BBB specifically calls out 125 ignored complaints. Now, okay, BBB isn't a government regulator, but ignoring that many complaints, it says something about priorities.
It definitely suggests a pattern, and that pattern seems to play out in what customers are actually experiencing. It sounds like just operational chaos, really.
Absolutely. We saw the same things over and over. People waiting on hold for, like, 2 hours, only for the line to go dead.
Just silence.
Yeah. Or sending support emails that just bounce back. Customers saying they tried to cancel service and were just ghosted.
Yeah.
For weeks sometimes.
Imagine getting a phone that's defective right out of the box. You message them, and then they claim they have, quote, zero record of you ever contacting them.
It's infuriating to even read about. And there's the service itself sometimes apparently failing indoors.
Yeah.
Not great for an essential line.
And what about when people try to leave? That seemed like a huge sticking point.
Oh, yeah. The porting issue. So you want to take your phone number with you to a different carrier, right? That's pretty standard.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the complaints allege that Tag Mobile basically locks your number down so tightly that other carriers just can't get it out. They can't extract it.
Seriously, so they hold the number hostage, effectively.
That's how users describe it.
Mm-hmm.
And think about who uses this service. That number could be tied to job applications, doctor's offices, family contacts. Losing it or being unable to move it, that's devastating.
Okay, but let's add some context here. Technically, Tag Mobile is a legitimate company, right? They got FCC approval for Appliance Plan in 2022.
Correct. They are technically legit. And they partner with major carriers, so the underlying network coverage should, in theory, be decent. And, to be fair, there are a few positive reviews.
Right, I saw those. People saying the initial sign-up was quick or the phone itself was okay, assuming everything just worked from the start.
Exactly. Assuming it works. But here's the critical piece, the real so what.
Hmm.
The people relying on this service are uniquely vulnerable.
Hmm.
They often don't have a backup phone. They don't have another option. They have zero leverage when something goes wrong.
So when they need help for, a job search or a medical appointment or an emergency, and the response is slow or just doesn't come.
It's completely unacceptable. The dependency is just so high. A delayed response for them isn't an inconvenience. It can be a genuine crisis.
So for anyone listening who might be looking into Lifeline options, what's the practical advice based on all this?
Well, the consensus from the sources seems pretty clear. Look very carefully at other Lifeline providers in your area first. Do your research.
And if Tag Mobile is literally the only choice?
Then, okay, maybe. But go in with eyes wide open, manage your expectations aggressively, and know what you might be getting into regarding support.
Good point. And it's worth remembering, switching providers isn't instant, is it?
No, not at all. It takes a minimum of 30 days by regulation. And given the complaints about porting numbers out of Tag Mobile, you should probably assume it might be difficult and could even take longer. 30 days is a long time without reliable communication if you depend on it.
So we circle back to that initial Lifeline promise, this brilliant idea of connection. But the takeaway here seems to be that when you have a private company managing an essential service for vulnerable people,
Systemic failure in execution isn't just bad business. It's really a failure of a crucial public good. It undermines the whole point of the program.
right? Which leaves us with a pretty big question, doesn't it?
It really does. It makes you wonder, what accountability mechanisms should be in place? What kind of enforcement do we need when companies operate in these vital federal programs, especially when customer dependency gives them so much power?
That's definitely something to think about.
Yeah.
What does real accountability look like in a situation like this?